and 49 fire. You're responding into Bridgewater Township. Summers County 4934 fire alarm responding. Fan their own smoke detector. Yeah, in Summers County 49 fire, Branchburg Township. Fire alarm activation coming from the first floor smoke. Summers County 49 fire, EMS 74. Summers County Station 34 49 responding. County Engine 498 is arriving. Nothing showing from the exterior. Alarms are activated. Engine 498 left man. Engine 498 on location with command. Be advised we have a key holder ETA 5 minutes.
Fire's out!
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, the firefighters at North Branch Volunteer Fire Company are ready to respond into both Bridgewater and Branchburg Townships. The firefighters at North Branch are ready to respond from anything like a simple alarm malfunction to a fully involved structure fire or vehicle extrication. On occasion, the fire department will even make its way into Hunterdon County to provide aid to out-of-county fire departments. North Branch responded to over 600 calls in 2015. The fire department apparatus includes a chief's car, a deputy chief's car, their first 2 Seagrave engine known as Engine 498, a Quint ladder truck known as Ladder 49, a Mack rescue truck known as Rescue 49, a utility truck, and usually the fire district engine that rotates between the fire district's companies known as Engine 107.
What's the adrenaline do to you?
The adrenaline, your heart is racing. You hear those tones drop. Saying working structure fire, your heart's pounding, wondering what situation you're going into. What do you need to do? Head's going 1,000 places at once. Just knowing what guys to do. Guys' lives in their hand. Victims' lives in their hands.
But it's sort of like everything's coming at you, and your heart's racing, and it's, I don't know. For me, it's a good feeling. Just something I've always liked, so it's my only adrenaline rush.
Adrenaline is something that starts the minute that the pager goes off. You hear the call, you don't know what you're expecting. You have to start thinking about what you're going to be doing when you get on scene. You have to think back to all your years of training and put it all together prior to you arriving on the scene. Adrenaline is a mechanism that takes over your body and it impairs your judgment. And adrenaline is just something that you have to fight through while you're on a fire scene, because if you let adrenaline take over, you could get yourself hurt or killed.
Scariest situation I've ever been in was a basement fire. We get on scene, thinking it's just, small little 10-cent job. We get downstairs. It's starting to get hotter and hotter. I was down there with my captain. I was on the ladder truck. Engine crew comes behind us. And all of a sudden we take a look behind us and the stairs are on fire. Stairs end up collapsing. Couldn't get the windows open. And got a little nervous there for a while. Got hot. And then once they opened up the windows, the guys on the outside, we were pretty good to go. Other than that, some other times, but nothing really that bad. That's it.
So the question was, explain the bond inside and outside of the firehouse. The bond here is like nothing I've ever been a part of before. I joined the fire department because it was kind of something I always wanted to do. When I was a young kid, some of the same guys that are on this department that I'm, running calls alongside of now, just always stood out to me. They were community role models. They seemed like these larger than life, personalities and guys who, just always did the right thing and had a good time doing it. So it was something I always kind of like had in the back of my mind as something I wanted to do. So I graduated college. I kind of reached a point in my life where it was do or die. And so I did it. That was about 4 years ago, and it's the best decision that I ever made. I was a guy who played sports all growing up. I was a wrestler, played football, was involved in a lot of school stuff. And so kind of, getting out of college, getting out of a fraternity, that kind of stuff, I didn't have that like sense of camaraderie and brotherhood that I'd had, all growing up. I've since found it here. I came in here, I knew a couple guys, didn't know most guys, and now I'm at the point where there's guys here that I've met within the last 4 years that, are going to be my wedding party. If I ever have kids, they might be a godfather, just kind of lifelong friends. And, everybody here has aligned interests. There's not a bad egg in the bunch. Everybody's a good guy. Everybody has, everyone else's best interests at heart. And the stuff we do in that back room and, hanging out, watching movies, barbecuing on Saturdays, that kind of stuff, that all translates to the fire ground too. I know a guy because I cooked a hamburger with a guy. Somehow that translates into, going into an activated fire alarm with him. How? I don't know how that gets put together, but there definitely is truth to it. So, the bond we have here, the friendships that we form, that doesn't just stay in a friendship capacity. That translates to the fire ground and it makes us better for it. So, the bond here is off the charts. It's unreal.
Operations.
So our daily operations here at the firehouse is when we're not here, we're just doing things in our lives. Our pager goes off, we stop what we're doing, no matter what. Get in our cars, respond down here as fast and safely as we can, respond to the calls. And when we're not doing calls or just hanging out here, we're checking the trucks, make sure all the equipment works, all our air packs are full, and just make sure we're ready to save some lives.
All right, so the question was, have I ever feared for my life? To be perfectly honest, the answer is no. We do a lot of crazy stuff here. We answer a lot of crazy calls. We go to, vehicle collisions with extrication. We go to working structure fires where you make an interior attack. But we train so well, and the protocols that we have in place, and our leadership, our chiefs, our lieutenants, our captain, the things we do on a daily basis, I feel safe charging into a building every time just because, these guys know their stuff. We train hard, we work hard at what we do, and, the results definitely show on the fire ground. So is there adrenaline? Is there a little bit of, spiked interest in what you're doing? Absolutely. But do I fear for my life? No. These guys are pretty much the best around.